Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut 11. This is Kathy speaking. I hope that you're all doing well. Today is the 16th, actually, the 16th of December of 2025, as the moon is transiting through the sign of Scorpio. It hasn't been very easy the past couple of days. I see so many people having their issues. It's mostly relational. A little bit of upset, let's say. Things are not going maybe the way we hope. Nothing is easy at this time. It is a very busy time of year as well. We're coming up to Christmas, right? The holidays. So the messenger is here. It is very late on a Tuesday evening. The obligations too many. Hardships with the internet. I could tell you a million things about why this reading is late today, but I thought I'll get you a message anyway. I know many of you wait for this, so let's see what's going on. We're reading the energies, remember. I wanted to say also that Venus and Mars, the lovers of the zodiac, they are not visible in the sky because they're very close to the sun. So matters pertaining to money, what's Venus? Money, love, values, even equality, right? Venus is the planet of relationships. Venus rules Libra. She's not visible in the sky, which means that we cannot see the good of Venus. Same with Mars. Mars has entered Capricorn now, and that's his exaltation. He's very strong there, and his energy does change. Think of Capricorn, Earth cardinal Earth, wants to climb the ladder, wants to succeed. There's patience, there's strategy. You know, just like the mountain goat, looking to the zenith of the hill, the mountain, wanting to climb that ladder, wanting to reach and succeed, whatever it is that you're putting your energy into, which is what is Mars, right? Venus just recently passed a T-square with the nodes. What I mean by that is the nodes, North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo, Venus in Sagittarius. Of course, it's the immutable signs that are affected mainly. So mutable signs being Virgo, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Gemini. And as we're coming up to a new moon in Sagittarius on the 20th, and it's already up, the analysis on Patreon. So if you're not a Patreon, if you're not with us on Patreon, do consider joining us. A T-square is a square from Venus to the South Node in Virgo, right, from Sagittarius. And then she squares off to the North Node in Pisces. So she's under a lot of pressure because the nodes are roughly there at the 12th, 13th degree of Virgo Pisces. So if you've got any placements there at those degrees roughly, which is, let's say, the second decan of those mutable signs. That's where the nodes are, and the nodes are all about fate, destiny, karma. So Venus is in between staying with the old, the known, the comfort zone, the familiar, which is the South Node. But and she's in a dilemma whether she should follow the North Node, which is her getting out of her comfort zone. Venus in Sagittarius, she wants to have fun, she wants to travel, discover, explore. She wants to see the bigger picture. She wants to believe, she wants to study, she wants to travel, right? She's in a sign that's ruled by Jupiter. So, but she's had dilemmas, and we all have Venus in our chart somewhere, but we're also part of the collective. So Mercury has just come out of his shadow zone, so he's past that 6th degree in 10 minutes of Sagittarius, where he's stationed to turn retrograde. He's on new turf now, new ground. But there's too much going on in Sagittarius for Mercury, too much communication. Mercury's away from his home of Gemini, so he's in a weak position. So I don't know about you, it gets crazy sometimes. Phone calls, business, even, you know, our gadgets. You're trying to write something on your phone, putting in a lot of effort to make it right, and then all of a sudden it's glitching, it's not working. Let's start again. Back and forth, confusion, crazy. It's been crazy. Let's see what's going on. I hope you're all doing well. Let's read the energies. Let's see what's going on whenever you receive this message, even though it's the 16th. We're coming up to the 17th of December. Remember, Mercury is also going to come up to that T-square to the nodes. So if you're Mercury ruled, if you're a Virgo or a Gemini, that will be significant for you. But Sagittarius, and I should say Sagittarius, being a mutable sign, and the new moon in Sagittarius will bring up lots of dilemmas, and we're going to have to make changes. We're going to have to be flexible, mutable. Change is ahead of us. New moon means a new seed, but it's going to be very confusing as well, because that new moon will be squaring. So sun and moon, which is the new moon, will be at that 29th degree of Sag, squaring off to Neptune in Pisces and Saturn. And will be in conjunction, which is a dilemma, with Uranus in Taurus. So let's see what's going on. Some of you may want more explanation about what those energies mean. Do consider joining us on Patreon, because this is a tarot reading logically, but we're just looking sort of, you know, roughly at the energies and how they're playing out. We do teach astrology on Patreon because we go through everything. We explain everything, and you do tend to learn through examples as well. We do use examples. Let's see what's going on. What's coming through? What does the messenger bring us? What's the general energy? We've got the Hermit. So the Hermit is seeing that inner light. It's the wisdom maybe that comes from above, from others, from a professional. The Hermit could be a doctor, a guru, a solicitor, whatever, or it could be your higher self. That's about keeping quiet, not talking, meditating, going within. We're looking maybe for answers on how to release that South Node in Virgo, which is a very karmic past that we may be carrying, right, in this incarnation. Let's see what that could mean. What is coming through, dear Spirit? We've got a Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, creative, passionate, magnetic, attractive, sexual, powerful. She's a go-getter, right? She's also very intuitive. She doesn't sit back and wait. She takes action. She's fire, right? Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. We've got air as well. We've got Six of Swords. It's like, I desire to transition. This could be, I desire to travel. It is the holiday season. Some of you may be going to a place maybe that you've revisited, going to a place that you've always wanted to go. This could involve travel relative to work as well, and creativity. You're aspiring to go somewhere, to go towards calmer waters. Remember, she's holding the wand, which is what she desires. It's the fire within her. It's what keeps her going, right? But she also holds it as a weapon, I would say here. This is her strength, the fire that comes from within, the creative streak that she holds as well, what she loves, what she desires. We've got Six of Pentacles as well. Six of Pentacles, of course, it's an earth element, but to me, it's also a very karmic card. It's like your due diligence. You're receiving what you've worked on, you're receiving it now. What you haven't worked on or what you haven't done correctly is coming back maybe. It's an equal giving and receiving. We've got a couple of sixes. Six is the lovers, but six is also balance, right? It could speak to Twin flame could speak to a soulmate. 6 is a number of balance. It could be a head of a heart decision as well. Do I follow my desires, or will I get myself into trouble? 6 of Swords is I want serenity, I want calm, and I want justice, because we do see the scales in this card. And the scales are Libra, and Libra is partnerships, relationships, equality. Remember that sometimes in this card it's like you haven't received what you should have, what was fair and just. Could this possibly be the time when, time is chronos? Could this be the time when you will be receiving what you deserve, what is due to come to you? Because this could be someone that is earning good money because they've created something and they're able to help the poor and the needy. There's generosity here, generosity of spirit, generosity, physical, giving to those that are in need. And this is a very important time. Christmas, people don't have money to put food on the table. If you can help the needy, if you can help someone that is, someone that lives alone, someone that would really appreciate a cooked meal, a home-cooked meal, please do that, because that's what life is all about. It's not about going to mass, going to church, and just saying, I believe. It's about being there for others, okay? So what else comes next? Yes, beautiful. We've got Venus. We've got the Empress here. She could be an energy which she speaks to creativity. A seed is planted. Something may be on the cards to be birthed, but it's asking for patience. Venus, this is Taurus, this is Libra. Remember, Venus is in Sagittarius. She wants to travel. She wants to explore. She wants to do what's going to help her progress towards her future. She wants her freedom. She wants to chase her desires. She wants to feel free to act, to react, to speak her mind, to speak her truth. She wants to win legal battle. Okay, this could be also something to do with legalities, something going well. The Empress speaks to patience, speaks to pregnancy, speaks to support, speaks to the harvest. This could be mother-daughter, or it could be a partnership, right? There's a lot of ability to create. There's abundance within the Empress. Taurus speaks to resourcefulness, resources, values, the finer things in life. Stability, financial, practical. Let's see. We've got a Knight of Swords here. Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. There's something to do with someone waiting for some news, some return, some clarity, something to do with money matters. Knight of Swords, he holds his sword up in the air and he will speak his truth. There's a risk factor here. As you can see, he's at the edge of the cliff there. So there may be a necessity for some risk, or someone's coming in very quickly to clear the air. It may deal with past situations because he's facing the past. You could see the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. They're looking forward. And then all of a sudden, well, you could see it here. They're looking forward. They're looking towards the future. But we see both feminine figures here. They're looking straight ahead. It's like they're in between the past and they're in the present, but they're connected to the past. They're connecting to the past and to the future. They're in between. It's like being in the four of themes relative to the past and the future. Remember, there is no time is not real, right? It's man-made. But there's something here that needs to be cleared, that needs to be talked about, that needs to be dealt with before the comfortable, the fair and the just and the balancing out of a situation. Let's see what the outcome is. We've got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is we're setting down, and it's 11:11. We're setting down those wands, right? It's like we're building on something that may bring us security. This could speak to a house warming, right? Family gatherings. It is the time, of people coming together, people traveling, going back home, connecting with relatives, with family. I do see a little bit of tension. Just to let you know, around Christmas, we're going to have Venus squaring from Sagittarius, squaring over to Saturn and then to Neptune. And that's cold love. That's like, I don't want to be here. I'm here because I'm obligated, because it's tradition. But really, there may be sparks. But there also may be a sense of coldness and loneliness. I do feel that some people, because of financial inadequacy, and many people are really struggling financially, some people may really be feeling this holiday, this Christmas, that they are left out in the cold, really. Saturn is a cold planet. Saturn is blockages, limitations, and he's like a wet blanket where fun is concerned, because Sagittarius is all about fun, very jovial, right? Saturn restricts. Sagittarius expands, is very optimistic. So we may all have our moments of feeling down. Maybe something's not going to pan out the way exactly that we want it. And then Venus will connect with Neptune in a square. So don't get too overexcited. If something is working out well for you, there could be an illusion. It could be a little bit of deception. Don't go overboard. Stay grounded. Okay? Let's see what this marriage, this contract, this is quickly getting into a contract. This is we've got creative energies. We've got transition, moving towards more abundance, more equality. There may be some little tweaking issues, things that may come up. But, with the Four of Wands, I'm hoping, because, December is not an easy month and January holds a lot of promise. So maybe January will be the time. We're going to have a lot of connection between the planets, lots of new seeds being birthed in the month of January. It's all about new beginnings. Let's see what this Four of Wands is. We've got the Lovers. Love keeps coming up in my readings. I have to call Divine Debut 11 the love channel. Every time I try to read something that's not about love, love shows up. So we've got the Lovers. Gemini comes through, and this could be a twin flame, or it's a head of a heart decision. And let's take one more card. And we've got the Two of Wands. There could be a dilemma or a choice. We go from the 11 back to 11. The 2, it's like an 11, right? But a path opens. There's an opportunity here, and there may be a dilemma or an adjustment that needs to be made. If this is relative to love, we've got 2 divine feminine. The masculine is coming in very quickly and very truthfully. Some truths can really hurt as well. Or someone's dealing with a legal situation. Let's not rule out that this could also be I'm leaving a past connection, a past relationship, right? I'm leaving it. I'm transitioning and I'm moving away. I'm changing. Because Sagittarius new moon is going to be that we need to stand and live in our truth. Okay? And yes, it does show distance as well. Some of you could be dealing with a foreigner. Some of you are traveling over water, over land. Could be an interesting time. Remember, the Lovers is a head over heart decision, but I do see it also as a twin flame. Twin flames do tend to come in when there's involvement of others. So there could be someone that's in a marriage, in another commitment or long-term relationship. This could also be the introduction of someone special to the family. I don't know. There's lots that could be playing out relative to what this is about. Remember, it's a general reading and we are reading the energies. I feel like I need a little bit of information. Okay, we've got the moon. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, it is very much the more than likely things will come up that you haven't been aware of. Trust your intuition. We've got a new moon in Sagittarius. Sag is all about the truth. It's the wisdom. Remember, we did see the Hermit. So the wisdom may come from others, may come from your higher self. What else do we have? We've got the Star. 2 major arcana cards. Okay. This is a card of hope. It's social media. It's a wish fulfillment. It's a card of, again, Aquarius, truth. Detaching, seeing things from a detached point of view. Support coming from others. This could be money that's coming in that you've been waiting on, wishing on, or it's someone coming in that's deciding to come in and give you what they owe you. And it could be money owed, really. It could also be something like that. So the Star. The cold, naked truth, I'm going to say. A lot of truth bombing we're going to have. The Star says, don't lose hope. What's beneath the Hermit? We've got the High Priestess. So Pisces, Virgo, the High Priestess. Trust your intuition. The wisdom comes from within. Or in this case, the wisdom could also be coming from elsewhere. You see the snake down here. There is a snake. And the snake can speak to change. It can speak to animosity. It could speak to desires. It could speak to medicine as well. This is the discovery of what is poisonous in your life. There's something that's going to be discovered here that may be a little bit hard to handle. But remember that the Hermit is a major arcana. And it's the South Node. There's something that's holding us back from the changes that we need to make in our life. Trust your higher self. We've got Virgo, Pisces here, and these are the nodes. So the eclipses, right? I would say if you've had trouble deciding, because things are up in the air, 2 of Pentacles, trust your higher self. The information will come in for you on how to release that South Node, move to the North Node in Pisces. Let's see what's going on. This is the Cartomanzia. We have gifts and there's money growth. This could speak to also scattered thoughts. It could speak to collaboration, a group effort, some success or recognition at work. Gifts. The gifts could come in many different ways. What else? Remember, there could be a little bit of confusion, illusion. Mercury is all about the little details, whereas Sagittarius is the bigger picture. So there can be confusion. We've got jealousy here and third parties. Something is going to be discovered. You see here, see the enemy. Someone gets caught. We see third party situations. Someone could be thinking very negatively. You may hear some gossip, some rumors. This could speak to bad dealings with bad groups, warlike energy, conflict, some oppression, someone holding back on their true feelings. Remember, the snake brings up the energy of Scorpio, and Scorpio could be jealousy, manipulation. Hopefully with a hermit, that could be seen, discovered, and healed, whatever that is. And we've got hope. Someone is hoping to leave a situation. There's something to do with our emotions, with love, with group celebrations and parties, weddings, drinks, and festivals. So, yeah, hopefully this is what's going on around Christmas. I hope that everyone is going to have a good time. But emotionally, it's like we're revisiting a past situation, because we've got a couple of eights here. 8 is also the strength card. We need to be confident. We need to trust in our higher self. 8 is the infinity symbol, so revisiting a situation. We still have retrogrades going on. Remember, hope is the last thing that died in the Pandora's box. Hope was the last thing that was left in the box. And we do see also that the ships are on the horizon there, but she is carrying that heavy anchor. Let's see what's at the bottom. And we've got a consultant, a person sitting, smoking a cigar. He seems very pleased with himself. He's someone who enjoys the good things in life. Taurus comes up for me here. It's like he's done a good job and he's feeling very proud with himself. He's probably a professional, a salesman, a businessman. He wears a suit and tie. It's a number 56. That number may be significant, could be an age. Then we've got someone younger here, someone who's into sports a lot. Plans, creature comforts, fame and fortune. A change for the better. 9 of Pentacles. Someone is going to be better on their own. Someone will be able financially to stand on their own. We've got a couple of 8s and a 9. 9 is Virgo. 9 of Pentacles this is. So whenever if we find a way to release the poison, that South Node in Virgo, remember, don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. We keep some of the South Node and also move towards the North Node in Pisces. Someone will feel more free, will feel more capable, more proud, and they will have changes for the better as they will be releasing some things that are holding them back from their future. And I feel that with this new moon in Sagittarius coming up on the 20th, we'll see as that starts to build, as the moon starts to wax, what that could be. Remember that Sagittarius is a optimistic sign. It's all about wisdom, all about seeing the bigger picture, going on a journey, exploring. It's publishing. It's justice. It's anything legal as well. It's the house of spirituality. And Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Jupiter is in a strong position and he's retrograde still in the sign of Cancer. There's something to do with a wound, because Sagittarius does connect well to Aries, and that's where Chiron, the wounded healer, the trauma, the psychological, physical wound that we're carrying from a past lifetime possibly, has got the opportunity with in the Sagittarius season and moving forward to find a way to heal that open wound. Chiron soon is going to turn direct as we change the year. And there's something about not fitting in, because Chiron was a centaur, as is Jupiter. Jupiter, the ruling planet of this new moon. Jupiter, Sagittarius, I should say, is a centaur. So something animalistic, something connected to our wild side, let's say, our kundalini, our life force. Remember, Sagittarius is all about aiming that bow and arrow, targeting and trying to succeed at something, right? What are you targeting at? Don't lose hope. Let's see what the energy oracle advises. We've got journey, but it looks like the journey is a little bit blocked, or there are doubts about taking this journey. She's passing over a bridge. The signposts are there. Maybe this is stalled a little bit. It is a number 2, and 2s always speak to adjustments, dilemmas, choices. Like she's heading for, the new life, the new chapter, but she's still looking back. Can you see that? She's packed her bags, she's on her way. Let's see, there may be second thoughts about this journey. Or timing is the issue. Now, it was in the reverse, so I'm going to read the reverse message. You may desire to move or just get away for a while, but the reverse of this card could indicate a delay or even a cancellation. Something could be standing in your way, or perhaps lines of communication may get crossed. Don't let the potential changes... Donna, baby. What are you doing? That's our little chihuahua. Don't let the potential changes upset you. Refocus your energy and be flexible enough. You see, we're talking about a new moon in a mutable sign, so it's all about being flexible. It's a mutable new sign, so it's got to do with a lot of changes. Refocus your energy and be flexible enough to alter your schedule or destination as needed. Remember, you can always create new adventures even in your present location or situation. And yes, Sagittarius is all about adventure. But also there may be delays and blockages. I don't know if you've heard about the news, what's going on in Greece, but there is so much pushback from farmers, truck drivers, whoever, those who keep livestock, whoever's got to do with the land. That's Uranus in Taurus. People are kicking back, they're pushing back, they're closing off roads. So travel is going to be quite difficult here in Greece. They're not accepting and they don't even want to talk with the government here in Greece. I think that people have had enough, and we've got lots going on, and it's not going to end very quickly. So if you think about it, Mars just passed over that 29th degree of Sagittarius, right? And that's an anaretic degree. And Mars also squared over to Neptune and Saturn. Saturn is the law, Mars is the fire. It's the desire, it's the worry. I want to push through, I want to travel, I want to be free, I want this, I want that, but I'm blocked because they're the rules and regulations that come from the governments, from Saturn, from the boss, right? Or it's about delays. So yes, if there are cancellations, I would say just run with it. What's meant to happen is going to happen. I feel that everything happens for a particular reason. Sometimes they do say if you are stuck somewhere, it's meant to be. Maybe you're, escaping some other situation. It's an absolutely beautiful card and I love it. But remember, it was in the reverse. So, journey. Remember that we've got a new moon in Sagittarius. It's the last new moon of the year. And we're ending 2025, which is a year number 9, just like the Hermit. Some of us have seen the light. We've become wiser throughout the year. And 2026 is going to be a year number 10, which breaks down to an ace. January is going to be the beginning. So let's finish off 2025 will be glad to see the back of it. Let's just hope for peace, for health, for those who are in need, for abundance, those who cannot feed their children, those people that are in hot water. With Uranus transiting Taurus since 2018, he's done a lot of damage. He's brought a lot of change, and he hasn't finished yet. So we've got lots of surprises still going on. Anyway, my friends, the internet is quite slow where I am, so that's why I'm a bit late as well. So this is you're not going to have this on Tuesday, especially if you're in the Southern Hemisphere. So I'll be back either tomorrow or the day after with the love reading. Make sure you're subscribed and you're being notified, okay? So we've got to go with the timing of Kronos when he permits, and we can't do anything really more than that. So thank you for your love, your appreciation, your understanding, your loyalty, your love, for your subscriptions, anything that you do for Divine Debut 11. And we're very excited about the application, the Mary Lou Cup that's coming out. It's already on Google Play, but it's going to take a couple of weeks. So the Android application is ready. It's the iOS through Play Store that may take a couple more weeks, but I'll be letting you know more about it. And as I said, Mary Lou Cup is an application that we're making, which will have Greek or Turkish coffee cup reading, numerology, dream interpretation, and astrology. And it's a very intelligent program as well, application. We're very excited to bring it to you. Hopefully you will all love it. Give it a try. I'll let you know more about it when I know more. So we're getting there. Love and light, everyone. Thank you so much for everything. I'll be back. Oh, I forgot the special that I have on 2026 tarot only yearly tarot reading for 2026 for the whole year. We go through each quarter and each month. It's down 30%, so it goes down a lot. I will have the link beneath. Go and check out the normal price. I'm not going to say it here, but check out the usual price, and in the comments beneath I will write the new price, the 30% off, but you will have to email me at divinedebut11@gmail.com for the discounted link. That special goes until Christmas. So what's today, the 16th? We've got 9 days and counting down till Christmas. This will be the last messenger, okay? The last messenger, because I'm going back home on the weekend and I need to take a few days off myself. It's family time. We all deserve that. So we'll probably do the twin flame soulmate or karmic love reading tomorrow or the day after, and then we'll have a bit of a break. I'll be back before the new year, of course. And for those of you on Patreon, I'm also going to prepare the January of 2026 astrology month ahead. It's going to be a really interesting month, all about new beginnings. So the links are all beneath if you want to join us on Patreon. Thank you again for your time and your patience. Talk to you tomorrow or the day after. Love you all lots and sending you our best wishes.